Okay, so after years of record highs, states' rainy day fund capacity, the number of days that reserve balances can cover state operations if nothing more is being fed in, that fell in fiscal year 2025. And that was the first decline since the Great Recession, which is kind of like 2008, 2007 to 2009, I guess, technically. So as of the end of last year, of fiscal year 2025, the median in the rainy day fund balance was for 47.8 days. And again, that's how many days any state, if you don't have anything else in your rainy day fund, if you just stop right now, that's what you have, you can survive. So 47.8 is the median. And that was down from a record of 54.5 days in the previous year, fiscal 2024. So I guess we've done some good things after the pandemic to sort of beef up those rainy day funds. And maybe it was because we saw, real emergencies can happen like COVID, and we better get that beefed back up. According to this new data from the National Association of State Budget Officers, as reported by Pew Research, Washington is second to last now for the number of days of rainy day funds that we have in reserves. And this was before this year's rating of the rainy day fund, because we did that this year. We took a giant chunk away for the general fund, some expenses that majority Democrats wanted in the operating budget, and also 500 million of that was redirected into the Climate Commitment Act. So I want you to look at this graphic, which is from the Pew Trust, which indicates that New Jersey reported 0 days worth of operating costs in reserve after draining its, fund for the second time since the pandemic. And other states with the smallest rainy day reserves as a share of operating costs are, number 2, Washington at 12.8 days, followed by Illinois, Delaware, and then Rhode Island. But again, this is before Washington's majority Democrats rated the rainy day fund for this year's operating budget. So I don't know if that puts us at number 1 now or where this puts us. I asked Paige at Pew Charitable Trust. She had not yet run the numbers based on, our recently approved state operating budget. So she's promised to get back to me on that, but she couldn't say now if in fact we're number 1. It's not a number 1 that we want. And I should note too that our state treasurer, Mike Pelliciotti, before majority Democrats approved this, he urged them to find any alternate solution to balancing the budget rather than drawing from the state's emergency savings account. He said, this doing it during a period of economic uncertainty carries a lot of risks. And, when we rated it before, we did that, after there were wildfires, there were budget shortfalls, and then of course the COVID relief stuff before we got reimbursed by the federal government. That's when the rating of this fund happened. But otherwise, it's supposed to be for, a real emergency. If we have catastrophic wildfires or whatever else happens. But at this point, majority Democrats say that we're in an emergency, and if they don't fund education and healthcare and some of the other things that they prioritized in the budget, that that people will suffer. And so they believe they are justified in rating of the rainy day fund. Now, will it get replenished? We'll see what happens the rest of this year, and how revenues come in based on recent tax hikes and that sort of a thing. So we're going to be watching over the weekend to see if, in fact, Governor Ferguson's schedule is updated. Whether it's Monday or Tuesday, he signs that income tax. We're going to be there and hope to get some questions answered by the governor in person as to what he thinks the fallout from all this is going to be. And then immediately thereafter, I anticipate being able to update what initiative efforts look like and any legal challenges in the works look like as well. So thank you again for watching. I hope you had a great week. I know it's been crazy, so much going on. Enjoy the sunshine. Looks like it won't be all bad this weekend. And happy Palm Sunday for y'all on Sunday as we look toward Easter week. And I thank you for watching.